I was only 5 when I first met my sister's boyfriend, but in that moment, I knew I would marry him one day. When they talked about marriage, I sat beside him on purpose. I started moving a vase with my mind. Mom warned me not to cause trouble, but I pushed the vase toward him again. I just wanted him to notice me. But back then, his heart belonged only to my sister, because I was born with the gift to sense spirits and see the future. So people from all around came to me for help. I always tried my best to guide those who truly needed it. But one day, I suddenly couldn't breathe. A sharp cry escaped my throat. My sister ran to comfort me. I whispered that death would soon visit our home. The next day, during a family dinner, my father's rival poisoned the wine, but it was my sister who drank it. By the time I felt something was wrong, she had already stopped breathing. In that moment, my world collapsed. I hated myself for seeing disaster, but being powerless to stop it. From that day, I stopped speaking. He didn't know my sister had passed to marry the girl he loved. He was still working hard in the dark mines. When he finally made enough money, the woman he loved was gone. Unable to face the truth, he left the city behind. He bought a farm with his money. 20 years passed. He became a man of great wealth, but he remained alone. Whenever desire took over, he would take a few beautiful women to satisfy it. One day, he received news of his mother's passing. At the funeral, he happened to see me. I looked a lot like my sister. A bold thought suddenly crossed his mind. The next day, he came to my house to propose. I hadn't spoken in over 20 years. My parents thought I was destined to die alone. When he asked for my hand, they were overjoyed. I had already foreseen this moment. I agreed without hesitation. The amazing thing was, after all those years of silence, I finally spoke again. We had a grand wedding. Then we moved into a mansion. Not long after, I was pregnant. Before giving birth, my parents wanted to visit. I felt danger coming. I told them to take the train, but my father drove his old car instead. The brakes suddenly failed halfway, and they crashed into a train. I was so devastated I almost passed out. Months later, I gave birth to a baby girl. We lived a brief moment of happiness, until one day, 2 strangers came to our door. My husband thought they were beggars, but soon he realized who they were, a woman he once hurt, and the son she had by him. My husband would never acknowledge their identity. He just gave them a few bills, and then drove them away like beggars. At that moment, the boy's eyes were cold and empty. He said nothing, but his hatred fell upon my daughter. So he took the chance when no one was watching. He quietly slipped into the mansion to take revenge for the bitterness inside him. His mind was filled with darkness, and as he stared at my child with wicked intent,